we're in a whole other state. We're in a whole other sphere now. We're gonna do a collective read. I'm in the fucking woods. I'm in Vermont. I keep saying and I don't do that. That's not like something I do. So maybe someone you know says but we're gonna do a channel message for the collective like we usually do on here. This is what we usually do. We usually do that. So we're gonna someone you know says a lot. So I'm calling my angels, ancestors, spirit. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Welcome in the room. Welcome in the room. Welcome in the room. We're not in the room. We're on the porch. Get off my fucking porch. We're on the porch though. We're telling me the truth, nothing but the truth. Protect me and the queer during this tarot reading. This ring is slipping off, so I'm gonna take it off. But that to me is like someone sending something bad. Protect the queer and I from all negative energies, entities, and beings. Tell me the truth, nothing but the truth. What does the collective need to know most right now? And that's what do you need? I'm gonna title this, what do you need to know most right now? What's up? What's up with you? What's up with you? I need to know. So yeah, allow me to probably discern, allow me to intuit truthfully and clearly. You know, I had a lapse and I said cruelly. Someone's intuiting cruelty. Someone's being cruel. Who's being cruel? I hope not. I don't know why I'm shuffling the angel number cards first. Usually do these last, but we're just going with the flow of things. Great shift. 11/22. Great shift. Personal growth, spiritual development, and manifesting goals. Oneness, connection, and completion. First, focus on positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favor of your intention. The bottom is 12/21, taking initiative. You have to take initiative in something. You have to take initiative with something. I don't know what we got. Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck as I open it. And Queen of Cups as I cut it open. So the Cups, a lot of love, a lot of energy. Maybe you gotta love. That card just shot out. Maybe you have a lot of love to give and you don't know where to put it. So you're just shooting out love. Bitch, you know what the card that shot out is? Is the Queen of Cups. I'm so glad I showed you that. And the Knight of Cups is on the bottom after I did that one shuffle. I'm gonna Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, possibly. Doesn't have to be that zodiac, but someone in very caring, compassionate, motherly energy. You do have a lot of love and care to give, and I think you don't know where to put it. I feel like there's like an air of sadness though to that. Like, why? What's up with this Queen of Cups? The Ace of Swords. The Queen of Cups wants a family. The Ace of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, that's family. The Queen of Cups is upset because she feels like she cannot... She's so close to getting family, but like not her family. Maybe she's around family, but they don't feel resonating with the family. They don't feel a part of it. I heard there's a collective though. Like there's a collective of people waiting for you if you feel that way. I'm saying she because my brain genders the cards, but you could definitely be a dude. You can definitely be a non-binary person or whatever the fuck you are. You could be a fucking scuba diver, bitch. Like, it doesn't matter. I think it's funny I said scuba diver because water. But you're someone who's really taken the time, I feel, to dive deep into their emotions and how they feel about themselves and understand how their emotional world works. And they feel at a loss, the Six of Wands. Like, whoever's been doing all this emotional work feels like they're losing, like they're the loser. Like it's a game and they're losing, but they're not. It's an illusion because we have the Ten of Cups here. There's so much happiness and abundance and like community, and it seems like this Queen of Cups just can't see it because she's looking down at this cup and she's so focused on the cup rather than the like community of people who is there for her. So maybe you're sad and you're focusing on like the wrong thing. Maybe you're like perpetuating your own misery in a way, and it's isolating you from the connections in your life that, you know, that actually resonate with you, because you get around another group of people. Just because you get around one group of people does not mean the other group of people doesn't want you. Don't get around a group of people and then think that no one wants you. And if you do get around a group of people and they start to make you think that no one wants you, fuck them out of your life. That's evil. That's advice coming from me, a human, not advice I'm channeling from the divine. That's Alex's advice. If you get around people who make you question yourself in a way that leads to you having anxiety and negative thought patterns about yourself, it's not in a truly I'm examining myself and being real, because there are times where you do have to acknowledge negative shit about yourself. But if you were like chilling with yourself before and then you get around a group of people, all of a sudden you're all self-conscious and shit, get away. Chill with people who make you feel confident and beautiful and smart and at peace and appreciated, and don't have to make you jump through hoops and put on a show for them to like you. Don't be something you're not. It's like with this Ace of Pentacles and this Ace of Swords, like where the universe is quite literally handing you an opportunity. For what though? The Page of Wands, yeah. It's like you're what, and you know it. I feel like you're not taking it. There's like some opportunity for love, community, kindness, happiness, and you're just looking right at it, but you're not going for it with the Page of Wands reversed. Because there are people who have gotten in your head. Ooh, did you tell someone about a blessing that came into your life recently and they said, I don't know if you should perceive that as a blessing. Maybe you should think twice about that. And all of a sudden you start thinking twice about something you were so sure about when it first came into your life. Why are you listening to people who have not been with you for the first part of your life? All of a sudden they're new in the scene of your life and they're trying to tell you what you can and cannot do. They were not there for all the previous shit. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't understand why you're making the decisions you're making. Sometimes you don't need to tell people. You know what's funny? I was watching a tarot reading. That's how I know this is how true it is. That's how true it is. I was watching a tarot reading. They're telling me to keep something secret. And now it's coming up in the collective read. Collectively, if you're in the collective of people who's like constantly pushing out for one love, peace, but you're constantly getting shit on, or you were constantly getting shit on for like your childhood or some shit, and then all of a sudden you're an adult now and you can kind of have more leeway in your life, so you're getting shit on way less, but there are still certain things that you cannot control. Trust and believe the universe is coming to cook something up just for you, but you're supposed to keep it to yourself. Maybe that's why you're kind of apprehensive about taking it, because you're like, I don't want to take something, I don't want to receive something if I cannot share it. Babe, that's exactly why you're not getting it right now, because you're gonna share it. That's why you're not getting it. Sometimes the universe only wants you to receive the blessing, because whoever you want to share it with doesn't actually deserve it. They didn't put in the work or time or suffering or learning the lessons. You know, people are always constantly like, oh, I wish I was this other person. I wish I had this other person's life or life path. And it's like, okay, if you do so wish to do that, then you have to go through all the things they go through. And people be going through hellish shit just to be standing where they are. So it's like, don't let other people come into your life path and tell you what you can and cannot do. But also, be aware that your life path is valuable and envied. People envy your life path. People see the potential in you and where you're gonna go, and that you're gonna do great things. You're gonna help so many people. You've already helped so many people, and people keep seeing that. That's why I keep shitting on you, because you're valuable, and they're scared. But maybe you're perceiving that as, oh my god, I'm still getting shit on, but I did all this personal work. I integrated my shadow. I went to the therapy. I signed up for BetterHelp with a discount code. Like, okay, yeah. That's why you should shut the fuck up and sit down and chill and stop sharing your shit with every motherfucker. You need to start being selfish with your time, energy, and blessings. Because it seems like we started off with, you have a lot to give, but no one to give it to. I said that because you're starting to think about giving it to losers. There it is. You're overthinking too much, and you need to stop it. Because you're gonna fuck yourself. You're gonna think so hard that you've thunked yourself into a trap. The trap is giving your gold to fools. And then they're gonna turn into fool's gold instead of your divine gold. That's why the universe doesn't want you to share. Because you're sharing with losers. You're sharing with people. The universe was like, no, they don't get that shit. Why? Because they didn't do the lesson completely to receive the reward. But you seem like you did all your lessons completely, but you're hanging out with a bunch of lames. You can hang out with a bunch of lames and not let the lames infiltrate your thoughts and opinions. Once they start doing that, time to pack it up. Start chilling with some winners. Don't hang around with losers. You become one. I learned that the hard way. You be thinking, oh, I'm a social reject too. To an extent. So like, yeah, I get why you're a loser. And then the losers do some fuck shit to you, and then you're like, OMG, I see why everyone else thought you were a loser. You're not the same kind of loser. It's not the same. The Hierophant. It's like you've learned this. We play these games before. You've learned this lesson before. Taurus. Church. I'm thinking about church. Because there's so many. I'm looking at the crosses on this card, and I was thinking about the cross in my little pouch here. I was shuffling. It's like literally what I said. God wants to give you a blessing. Spirit wants to give you a blessing. The divine wants to give it to you because you are deserving, but only you are deserving. And you're just like all heartbroken and locked up and all locked. Your heart is locked away from receiving this blessing. Because I still don't know why. I don't know if it's because you're hanging out with lames and they're like getting in your head. I think someone's gonna come outside, or someone is outside. Look at this nail. I'm about to take it off because it's bothering me. Because you got people. I said that, and peep this. It's a dead fucking. I take that shit as a sign, bruh. I put my nail right on top of that corpse. Someone specifically does not want you to win, and you're letting them. Why are you letting them win? Why are you letting someone with bad intentions badly intend? It's because you care about them. It's the only reason why people let people get away with doing fucked up shit to themselves or each other. Because they care about that and they don't want to raise a hand metaphorically to them. Why are you? What's wrong with you? Oh my god! Cause you're carrying around all this shit bag, lady. You gon' miss your bus. I love tarot. I've been reading tarot for like 7 years now. The 10 of fucking wands and the 7 of cups, bitch. I said, what's wrong with you? This is what's wrong with you. You're carrying all this shit. You're carrying all these bags. Some of them are not even yours. You're carrying your parents' grief. You're carrying the grief of your mother, your father, your sibling, whoever, your cousins, whoever. Just all these people you care about. You just have such a big heart. You just have such a big heart and such a big emotional bandwidth. Maybe you need to tighten that up. Tighten up your bandwidth. Tighten up your heart. Because some people you don't need to feel bad for. Some people's lives are shitty forever because they're constantly making choices to stay shitty forever. You ever think about that? You ever think about how the people you feel bad about because they're constantly in some shit? they're constantly in some fucked up shit, and you're just in there feeling bad for them. Why? They don't feel bad for themselves. Because if they felt bad for themselves, they get themselves the fuck up out of that shit. They do the work, but they don't. Some people like rolling around in this shit like mud, like fucking pigs in the mud. You're not a pig in the mud, but you're rolling around in the mud with the pigs because you're friends with them. I don't know. Do you want to be friends with energetic pigs? Pork is haram. For a reason. The Abrahamic religions are saying pork is bad for a reason. Maybe you shouldn't hang out with the pigs. Then we got the Seven of Cups. Like, you're all disillusioned. You're looking at too many things at once. You're so scatterbrained. You're like, I gotta do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I have to care about A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I have to care about this person, that person. All you have to do is care about yourself. And it seems like caring for all these people is getting you fucked up. Because who's caring for you, girl? I am, but I'm not physically there with you in your life to tell you every day, hey, I love you and I care about you, and you shouldn't be doing that. Maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Maybe you shouldn't be doing, maybe you should, like, take care of yourself a little more. But I'm not there with you. I'm here with you right now, in this screen, in this present moment, in this interdimensional telly. And you don't have to listen to me, though. You could just do free will. That's what the heart of the human experience is. You could choose hell if you want to. You want to be in hell? Go ahead. Like, go ahead. Go choose that. But don't be choosing hell and wondering why all you encounter is demons. Because I see a lot of people do that. They're like, I don't know. They're constantly choosing, like, lower level people, entities, and places that they know they are higher than in whatever capacity to that extent is, and they just choose to do some lower shit because it's easier or it's comfortable or they don't want it, whatever, for whatever reason. The reason doesn't matter, really. It just matters that they're choosing to stay the same in hell and rot there. I don't think you want to choose that. Because you're here, and, like, if you watch me consistently, and you resonate with me, or just, like, align with me at all, you're the kind of person who wants to choose heaven very consciously, and does a lot of conscious effort to do that, but maybe it seems like you're getting a bit unconscious with your effort. Maybe that's what it is. You're unconsciously, you're not being strict on your, self-talk. You need to be nicer to yourself. Do you care about yourself the way you care about all these other people? I sure hope you do. I hope it's a little bit more. I hope it's not less. Because if it's less, that's a problem. You should never love someone else more than you love yourself. You shouldn't. Unless they're like your child. And that is like the only time you should really love someone else more than yourself. I kind of almost... No. The child is the only thing. Because there's no other fully developed human that you could be like, yeah, I love you. I'm like, no. What? No. That's like how you get fucked. And I don't think you want to get fucked. The Two of Wands and Justice, like, you're looking right at your karmic justice. You're looking right at your blessing. You're like, I don't want to leave the house. I see that it's really nice over there, but I don't feel like getting up and walking over there. Like, okay. But you feel like carrying around all this shit over here. But you don't want to just suffer a little more for better. You'd rather suffer a long time for illusion instead of suffering a short time for more certified happiness. Hey, that's not choosing heaven or hell right there. You can choose hell. I'm not judging you if you choose hell, honestly. I'm not. I get it. It feels good to sin. It does. It feels good, but You know, like, you're gonna wake up in like 10 years and you're gonna be like, oh my god, suddenly I have an autoimmune disorder because I didn't want to stop being an alcoholic. That's how that shit works. Oh, that's how that shit works though. Like, yeah, you can choose a life of sin every day. I'm not even like Christian or anything. I'm just using this verbiage because, like, metaphorically it makes a lot of sense. You can choose the little things in your day that pleasure you for a short amount of time. Or you could discipline yourself for an extended amount of time of joyous events. It's hard to suffer intentionally. It's easy to suffer unintentionally. The star in reverse is on the bottom of that. After I talked about suffering intentionally and unintentionally, I feel like you're unintentionally suffering right now, and you need to intentionally suffer. So why don't you suffer with some intention? How about that? How about them apples? Like the Buddhists. Why don't you suffer with some intention? You know, like, you could be like, yeah, I suffer and I'm so sad and for A, B, and C. Let me just roll around in the mud with the pigs more and keep suffering. Okay? Or you could suffer in the way that's like, I suffer so much, it better be worth something. So you channel all that suffrage into bettering yourself in your life in whatever way that is for you. I think that you know what it's a collective reading, so what you have to do is different for every you, right? Whoever you are. I think that they're not giving specifics on what you need to do because you know what you need to do. It's personal and unique to you and your journey and your development as a person, what triggers you and what doesn't. Just the fact that you're doing it to yourself. You got all these knives in your back from other people. Why then go and let this reverse star energy, this unhealed perpetuation of suffering, go on? Instead of taking this painful experience and healing yourself and making a star of yourself, making the suffering worth something, making the suffering intentional. You can suffer unintentionally. You can suffer unintentionally and keep pouring into that cycle of sadness. Or you could be like, you know what, I'm gonna let this shit go. I'm gonna let this shit go and focus on what loves me. Focus on what's focusing on me. I feel like you know what people in your life are truly good for you long term and who truly are not. I feel like I'm talking to people who have like addictive personalities right now. Hey, I do too. You know, like, I think that you know what people are good for you and what people aren't, and what people are going to keep you on track and what people aren't, and what people are going to try and distract you. You know, it's just up to you to really discipline yourself and be like, am I going to get serious and real with myself and, like, not accept this foolery, or am I gonna keep going and do what I want with the pigs in the mud and be a pig in the mud for life, or you could be this beautiful Aquarian star, non-gendered star. I think that's my message. I heard no. Get a demon of the day. I guess we have to get a demon of the day. Get a demon of the day. I don't care if this offends anyone, but Jesus is definitely in my dream blunt rotation. It wouldn't offend Jesus that I said that. He would actually be really flattered that I would be wanting him in my blunt rotation. It would be him and, like, Mary Magdalene. And the Buddha. And Krishna. and Lakshmi. That's my divine blunt rotation. Asmodai! After I said I feel like I'm talking to people with addictive personalities, bro. Be mindful of your passions. Anger and unrestrained desire can lead to conflict in relationships. Yeah. I want to get 3. Get 2 more. Aureus. Astrology brings important information. Study your natal chart and astrological connection with those around you. So perhaps the signs I was saying in this reader are more significant than I thought they were. Bellio. You must sometimes sacrifice... Bro. Now I see why. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, demons. Now I see why they said I was like, I want 3. This is the 3rd one. Listen. You must sometimes sacrifice a little to receive a lot. There's a greater glory waiting for you, bitch. And I had that whole conversation about disciplining yourself for a little bit for a great reward rather than getting a little bit of a reward every day and then feeling like shit for a long time after. I'm just saying. I'm not playing. I'm not playing with these cards. I'm telling you what it is. I don't know if you can hear the thunder. I'm about to sit out. I'm gonna go get my roll-up stuff is right behind you. I'm about to go sit over here, roll a spliff, like my addictive personality ass does. There's a really fat mosquito over there. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm gonna roll a spliff and I'm gonna chill and I'm gonna think about life. I'm gonna think about this reading. And yeah, look how long my hair is now. Yes, take it all in. Take in the curly when I have it natural too. Because it's going to get braided up and locked away. I'm not locking my hair, I'm just braiding it. It's going to get braided up though. Look at this bang situation I got going on. Bitch. Still a lot going on, alright? I love you though. I really love you. Let me take the glasses off. I love you. I love you. You're loved, bitch. Like, what? Stop fucking. What is that shit? And what is that shit? You're loved, man. I'm sorry, this is like really bothering me. I love you though. I really do. I love you. I'm gonna say it like a million times because I feel like people don't hear that they are loved enough. I sure as shit don't. But that's why I'm always telling people I love them, because I do love people. And people don't be saying I love you. Like, you guys are all fucking mentally and emotionally handicapped as fuck. You need someone to love the fuck out of you so you can open up a bit. Like, well, anyways,